I got my boy King Crab right here, you know. So, what is it? Friday night, and you know I got my brother Cheese back there. What they do? Y'all met him in the cooking for my brother. So check out that video. And what we doing today? We're gonna drive from the Bay Area all the way up to Crescent City, B Street Pier, to go ahead and do some crabbing and check out how the crabbing was. So we're going to drive all the way up there to check out the crabbing. We're going to use a couple different nets. We're going to use the snares. We don't see a lot of people doing snares up there, and we wonder why. So this trip here, it's an experiment trip. So we're going to experiment. We're going to experiment with different crab nets, crab traps, and we're going to experiment with different crab snares as well to see what we can catch. So from the Bay to the Oregon border, we about to take that trip all the way up there and see what it do. Watch the video. All right, so it's about 5:30 in the morning. We finally made it out here to Crescent City. It was a nice ride, quick ride because it was early in the morning, but we're about to pack up, load up, and go ahead and head out to the pier and go ahead and drop some nets. When it comes to the snares, I'm gonna go wait to daylight to go ahead and try out the snares so I can get better footage on that as well. So hey, let's see how we do today. We're gonna try 4 different types of nets. We're gonna try a cage. We're gonna try 3 different types of nets, and we're gonna try the snare. Today it's about experiment. So we're gonna experiment out here in Crescent City and see what crabbing is like out here. So stay tuned. All right. So this is the first trap. It's only been about 5 minutes that I laid it down. So we're about to pull it up. Take a look. None. Nope. No keepers. Let's see if we get some keepers. All right, this is his first pod pulling up after 15 minutes. It's not too deep at all. It's probably roughly about 5 to 8 feet or something in depth. Let's see if we can see something here. Six. Oh, you got a rock crab keeper. So we got a bunch of little dungeons and a rock crab, maybe a 4-incher. Oh, that's definitely a keeper rock. All right, so this is Henry's second pot. Again, every 15 minutes right now, so we just threw it down. Let's see what we got here. Seaweed. And some little ones hanging on. Red crab. Seaweed. Let's try it again. So this is my second pull up in about 15 minutes. So we're pulling up every 15 minutes right now. Even though it's a little foggy, it feels nice out here. It's not too bad. So again, it's not too deep. It's probably about 5 to 7 feet. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, feels heavy. Feels heavy. I don't even have any weights on the nets. So we got three little ones. So no keeper. Let's see here. No keepers. So we'll throw it back. Let's try it again. So it looks like a lot of people have their pots already here and just leaving it. And they have their code and ID number on their buoys here. So I guess that's cool. Everybody take care of each other, so it's not a big deal. Everybody has a buoy with their ID number on it, so I guess it should be okay. Honesty is a key to fishing. Making sure we don't take more than we supposed to, making sure we follow legal size, making sure we follow the correct season. That's a reason why rules are in place. So we need to follow rules. So but like I said, everybody's doing the right thing, so it's good. So first light, roughly about 7:10, 7:15. Finally, you can see the fog is starting to clear out. Some people are starting to show up on the pier. This is the crab net that I'm using. One of the 4 different design, and it's catching pretty well. All the crabs are staying in there. They're not coming out. And you know, so it's doing pretty well. But as you can see, there's a lot of seaweed. A lot of seaweed and so forth, and a lot of little ones. This is the other cage we're using, the round one. And it's working pretty well, just no big ones. So this is the third kind. This is the one that lays flat on the ground. So when it lands, it just lays flat there, and then we pull it up. So this one right here, it's effective, but it's not as effective as the one that stands up a little bit. And it goes in, and the crab can go in and stay in there. So my fourth trap, this one right here, I have weights to hold them down so that way it doesn't move, and I have weights on the doors as well so that way the wave doesn't blow the doors and let the crab escape. So we tried 4 today. The most effective, I would have to say, is definitely this one right here. So this is most effective right here. This is the one where bottom of the floor, you know, elevates a little bit, traps them so it doesn't come out. So this is what I'm gonna take with me to San Diego to do the lobster netting. So let's see how the lobster do in San Diego. Okay, so for today's bait, we're using chicken, pike, and squid. And nothing is working. Nothing. So if you can see on the other side, right there, a guy's on the bike, and it's flat. It's so rough on the other side. The swell's roughly about 12 feet. They have 12 feet swells. You see how he popped over? So it's pretty rough on the other side. Inside the bay, inside the harbor, it's pretty calm. But the fog is starting to clear up. You got some people on the pier fishing. King crab.
What's up?
Catching a bunch of little ones right now. You got a guy out there surfing, trying to catch some waves. So we found a new friend. My little albino seal. King crab is trying out the snares out here to see how it works out here. It looks like here's one of the reasons why we don't use snares out here, because there's a lot of seaweed compared to like Pacifica Pier, Baker Beach, Half Moon Bay. You know, there's a lot of seaweed out here, and it's small, and they eat the bait pretty quick. That's probably a 3-minute soak. So again, we're just catching small ones, but at least we know one thing: it's not rocky, so it's sandy, so which is good. Like we said, there's some seaweed, but not too much seaweed, but they're coming up really small. So small ones. Let me tell you, we've been pulling up small size all day, like real small. This is probably the biggest one we got pulled up today. Let me show you. And it's still short. And it's short about half an inch. No, it's short about an inch. So nothing we can do. I'm like, this is the biggest one, but it's been short all day, small all day. So hopefully it gets better. We'll see. So here's how the crabbing is in Crescent City. We've been here since 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock this morning, and it's roughly about 12 noon. We're going to stay until about 3 o'clock. And so forth, we caught a bunch of dungeons, but they're all small, all babies. Rock crabs, even the rock crabs are small. We caught 2 rock crabs that size within size limit, and they're 4 inches. So, you know, it doesn't take much to keep a rock crab, and we only got 2. So that's how the crabbing is in Crescent City right now. It's not that great. I've talked to a few people, and they say maybe around January is probably the best time to come through, but we're still not sure. Richard, Richard, tell me again, how's the crabbing out here around this time?
It's not any good till January.
Till January.
January.
Okay, so that's when it tends to be a little bit colder, like you said, and okay.
Yeah.
And right now it's just a bunch of little ones in the harbor.
Yeah.
How long have you lived around here?
I've lived here since 1989.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. All right. Well, thank you, Rich. I appreciate that information. So, only if this video does well, I'll go back out there in January and test out to see how the crabbing is in Crescent City. If the video doesn't do well, there's no point. So, if you'd like to see me go back out there to Crescent City in January to see how the crabbing does, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like this video, and share this video as well. And only if this video does well, I'll go back out there for you. So that's how it is right now. So we're gonna go ahead and cook up the 2 rock crabs that we have. We're gonna do a crab roll, crab sandwich, like a lobster roll, but a crab roll. And we're gonna hook it up right here on the pier. Watch how I do it. All right, so we got 2 rock crabs. We're gonna go ahead and boil them up, get the meat out of them, and then we're gonna go ahead and make our crab sandwich, our crab roll. So go ahead, stay tuned. Again, anytime you cook something, you catch it where you catch it. Make sure you keep all the carapace to make sure that game warden comes by and check. You're good to go. Oh, there you go. So we're going to clean the other one, throw it in the pot, and we're good to go. Before we throw the crabs in, I got my seasoning. You want to know what my seasoning is? Check my garlic butter spicy crab video, and you know the ingredients to the seasoning. So I'm going to throw it in before I throw in the crab. Gonna go ahead and throw the crab in. Okay, so the crab is done boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and let it cool down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get all the meat out the shell, and I'm gonna put it into this pot. I'm gonna dump it out, and it will just be the crab meat. Okay, so we're just breaking up the crab and getting the meat out of the shell, and just dumped out the water, and go ahead and throw the rest of the meat in here. So we're gonna clean out all the crab, get the meat up in here, and then we're gonna mix everything up before we go ahead and make the crab sandwich. So we went ahead and got all the meat out of the 2 red crabs, roughly about close to a pound of meat, crab meat and so forth. So go ahead and get all your meat out. Next, we're gonna go ahead and throw in some celery for some crunch. And it depends how much celery you put in, depend on you, 1 or 2 celery stalk, you should be fine, and so forth. And with that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And we're going to say that's 2. Alright, and half a teaspoon of honey. Alright, the juice of half of a lime or lemon. A pinch of paprika for a little spice. So I brought some paprika, and we're just going to do a pinch. Alright, just a pinch of paprika. So we're going to use this, and then we just mix all that up. So you just want to mix all of that up. All that celery, the crab meat, the mayo, the honey, the lemon juice. Mix it up real good. Fresh sandwich rolls, sweet rolls, they're pretty good. I got some organic butter lettuce, so you're gonna put that on your roll and so forth. Yeah. So make that. Go ahead and put your lettuce on there, and then what you want to do is go ahead and throw all your crab meat mixing that you have on there. And a nice dosage. And what you have is your crab roll. So your crab sandwich. Alright, so we're gonna see how this crab sandwich tastes, alright? So it's fresh from the water, straight into the pot, straight into the sandwich. Man, so good. Okay, the crab is sweet, the crunchy from the celery, you know, the mayonnaise, the honey, and the lemon binds everything together. And if I have the time, I would toasted the bread with some butter, toasted it a little bit before I put it in, make it even good. So, thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to my channel and cook it yourself. Go out there, try it yourself. All right, King Crab, how you like your sandwich, man?
Pretty good.
All right.
Cayenne.
That way, so 20 miles that way, we hit Oregon. So we're out here in Crescent City. That's what happened today. Thank you everybody for watching, but stay tuned. Next week, I'm gonna be in San Diego, and we're gonna try to do some spino lobster netting, aka bug netting. So we're gonna go out there. We're gonna try to catch some lobsters and do a lobster roll. And if we can catch 2, we're gonna grill 1 as well. So stay tuned. Again, next week we're gonna be in San Diego trying to do some lobster netting.